my name's Keith. Welcome to day 2 of our video Advent calendar. Today we start looking at some verses from the Bible which predict the birth of Jesus, written many years before he was born. In this section of the Bible we're going to hear of many of his names, which tell us quite a lot about him. But before we get to that, the scene is set into which Jesus is going to come. The writer speaks about those who walk in darkness. To some extent, you'll understand that at this time of year. You may feel that you get up when it's dark, and then when we go about our daily business and you come back home and it's dark already. And there are some parts of our world, in Scandinavia and so on, which don't even really seem to get light at all at this time of year. And so we need lights to allow us to go about our daily life safely and to illuminate our way. But that's not what the writer means. He was actually talking about a spiritual darkness. You see, it was a terrible time in Israel when these things were written. There was war and famine and the threat of impending invasion. But it was also a time when the people had turned their back upon God, leaving him out of their life. And that is what the writer's really getting at. Living without God is living in spiritual darkness. Yet into that situation comes hope, a light shining in the darkness. Elsewhere in the Bible, it says this about Jesus: the true light, which enlightens everyone, was coming into the world. In 2020, the light of the coming of Jesus into the world still shines to dispel the darkness of the violence and injustice in our society, of skepticism and despair, of the heartbreaking scenes of war and refugees that we see so often on our television, and most importantly, the darkness in our own hearts. Jesus himself later says, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." Knowing him gives purpose and illumination for our life, but the starting point is that we must understand that we are walking in darkness in our sin if we don't know him. The coming of Jesus brings light into this dark world. Will you follow him? May God bless you today.